the season. It's NBA basketball on DH.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. And here we can check out the story for Fred VanVleet.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. And maybe a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Williams is out there with Young. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. For 3, VanVleet. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Thunder.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he could be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
And VanVleet, here we go. Yes, that goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And now Siakam pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Yeah, what a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy. And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Oh, think about it, GA. When he came into the league, he was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a vet.
Yep, it counts.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
VanVleet up top. Satoransky covering. VanVleet can't get it to go.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Bulls moving the ball around. Now here's Satoransky. Guarded close. Here's Vucevic. The kick out to Williams. Levine wide open. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. VanVleet with the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound by the Raptors. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Out to the right wing. Vucevic down low. Baines is there, and it's Vucevic missing. Siakam passes to Baines. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's VanVleet. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists in the game. Here's VanVleet. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
Now, once Satoransky sees the open man, he gives it away. He knows how to run an effective offense.
Here's VanVleet, and Levine with the block. In transition, here come the Bulls. Young with the ball, and Levine hits again from deep. Levine's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Bulls. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Siakam. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. The pass to Satoransky. On the wing, Levine. He's got 14. No good with the triple. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So, good call, fellas.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Markkanen. And it's Aminu in at the 3, the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Markkanen against Siakam. Now here's Flynn. Not a lot of room. Johnson's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Levine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
And because of his skill set, Levine often puts the defense in tight spots. I mean, you got to be careful guarding.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
No, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a coach.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Aminu finds Tice. Misses from close range. Raptors trail by 8. Passes it to Boucher. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Pass to Tice. Back to White. To the inside. And Tice throws it down.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
Here's Bembry, light covering. Johnson against Tice. Here's Bembry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Aminu, the pass to Tice. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Both teams will make substitutions. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Zach LaVine.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Here's Satoransky. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Bulls third.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Here's White. The kick out to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. Baines with the block. Here's Bembry. No points in the game yet for him. Van Vliet passes to Boucher. Out left to the wing. Pass to Baines. Now here's Boucher. Can't cash in from close range. To the middle. Here's Satoransky. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 18 points and 1 block. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And the technical free throw is good. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. And see, well, Satoransky doesn't have many years
of NBA experience, but he plays like a vet due to his time over in Europe.
I agree with you, G.A. He's a great decision maker. He's been a winner and a natural leader in the locker room. Every player he's played with has had great things to say about him.
Van Vliet against Satoransky. Baines, good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Baines has got his first bucket of the night. And here is Satoransky. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first basket.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Right side, Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors trail by 6. Anunoby with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Floats it up there for Siakam. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Anunoby against Williams. And Young kicks to Williams. In the corner, it's Levine. And then jammed down as he goes right over Baines.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Stolen by Satoransky. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Stolen by Satoransky. And here we go. Shot on the wing. And again, Zach LaVine. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Van Vliet outside. A new 14 for the Raptors. Siakam against Young. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. And again, no good by Toronto. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Because he's so dangerous. The D is often drawn to Levine. I mean, it opens up some wide passing in this one.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Markkanen, he's checked in for Vucevic. Daniel Tice comes in for Young. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And it's White in for Satoransky. Levine with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Levine can't hit.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Hood. And there's the pass to Bembry. Johnson outside. With 4 seconds on the clock, stolen by Markkanen. And Levine launches it from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with the Ninu, and it's Markkanen in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Levine dishes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in. So it's Toronto now, trailing by 10. Bembry the pass to Boucher. Here's Bembry. Back to Boucher. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Well, the Bulls shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Levine can't hit.
It's only a matter of time until this three-point shot comes back to him. He knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Back to Tice. Kick out to Levine. Tice trying to break free. That one doesn't go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Toronto. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, that's some moxie to White's game. I mean, he just exudes some of that it factor.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Passes it to Boucher. Markkanen pulls it in.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Outside, Levine. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Levine passes to Tice from 11 feet away. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Tice has got 4 points in the quarter. Inside. Raptors moving the ball around to the left side wing. Watanabe passes to Boucher, and Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. So for the Bulls, Vucevic, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Young comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White. Nobody near Williams. Vucevic. Over in the corner, Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. Raptors trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Chicago.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Baines passes to Van Vliet. And no good that time.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Satoransky against Anunoby. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At the elbow, Vucevic. Just 2 to shoot. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's the Raptors' ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Young against Siakam. A putback. Rebound by Williams. Back to Levine. Takes a three. Offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that These guys are...
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Trent in at the 2. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Karis LeVert is out there with Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. For 3, VanVleet. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Brogdon against VanVleet. And here is Brogdon, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. Here's Anunoby. Here's Trent. They get it again. Baines. And it's sent back by Turner. About a minute played so far here in the first. Count it. LeVert's got his team on the board to start the game for Indiana. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, you know, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Baines against Turner. And Baines kicks to VanVleet. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
First trip to the line for him here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Baines inside. Turner covering. Shots good by Baines.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brogdon looking it over. Pass to Turner. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Trent passes to VanVleet. Now Baines. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Left side Turner. Ball stolen. Fast break Toronto. Count that one from VanVleet. VanVleet's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Baines with it. Brogdon picks him up. Here's Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 6. Turner up top. Covered by Baines. Holiday. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. That shot off. And Indiana will go the other way with it. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's LeVert. And Baines pulls it down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for Indiana. They trail by 6. And it's LeVert missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Sabonis with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Makes it off the glass.
Because Turner is so mobile and so fast, you can't let him get comfortable running in the open court.
And that does it for the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll be back with you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Johnson, Bembry out there with Rodney Hood. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Watanabe in at the 3. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Turner with the steal. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. McDermott dishes to Turner. The kick out to Holiday. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Lamb passes to McDermott. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Bembry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Now here's McConnell. Covered by Hood. And the shot goes in.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolling to the basket.
Here's Bembry. Turner covering. Bembry kicks to Hood. Passes it to Watanabe. It's stolen by Lamb. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And here are the Raptors now. Outside Hood. Pass to Watanabe. Down low. He's looking for Boucher and finds him. And a wide open look for Lamb. Here's Turner. Hits it from about 6 feet away. Turner's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
McDermott with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Holiday with the 3. The shot missing. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's Turner, and that one drops. Now it's a 3-point Indiana lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Boucher with the bounce pass. Embry the pass to Boucher. 6 on the shot clock. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Pacers leading by 3. Here's McDermott. Top of the key jumper, no good. Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Hood against Holiday. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Lamb. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. Holiday, no one around him. No good on the 3.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And Holiday throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Watanabe. Covered by Lamb. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Turner dishes to Lamb. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lamb's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Count it. Watanabe has got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 8. Here's Watanabe. Got it. Good job in the low post. Watanabe has got his second bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Holiday looking for an opening. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting for the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Sabonis and Turner up front. Karis LeVert is out there with Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
It's LeVert on the wing, covered by Siakam. LeVert the pass to Sabonis. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Sabonis has got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Pacers.
And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg. And it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
The shot by Turner, no good. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Siakam, and it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Intercepted. Baines with it. Ogden picks him up. Here's Van Vliet, and it's sent back by Turner. Now here's LeVert. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Turner finds Brogdon. Rocket 6. It's LeVert on the wing. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Fast break Toronto. Here's Trent, guarded by Holiday. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Aaron Holiday comes in for Karis LeVert, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the Pacers. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. For 3, Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Holiday kicks to Lamb. The kick out to Holiday. From deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
1:04 left here in the third quarter. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Here's Bembry. He's covered by McConnell. Bembry kicks to Van Vliet. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 13.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Out to Lamb. Sabonis, high post. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Basket, good. Lamb's got his second basket.
Sabonis making sure to pass it where his teammates are open, and that's just being a good passer there.
Van Vliet passes to Boucher. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Pacers leading by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Sabonis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Sabonis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Watanabe. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's Indiana going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. There's Boucher out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Here's Brogdon. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
VanVleet looking around. From outside the arc. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now the pass to McDermott. Outside Holiday. Fast break Toronto. VanVleet with the ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's LeVert in for Aaron Holiday.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's LeVert. Defense right on him.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And you know what? When you guess wrong in the pick and roll with Brogdon, he burns you. Nicely done.
VanVleet outside. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now LeVert. Outside Sabonis. 4 on the shot clock. Passes it to Brogdon. From about 16. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 6 rebounds in the game. Sabonis with the steal. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it. Now the Raptors moving it up to tie it up. And VanVleet lays it in. VanVleet's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Holiday to pass to Brogdon. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Off the inbound. And Sabonis lays it up and in. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Pivotal bucket from Sabonis there. This guy just continues to rise to the challenge.
VanVleet attacking. Good work there as it goes. VanVleet's got 12 now in this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
And Turner kicks to Brogdon. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's LeVert. Got it!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Van Vliet. Can't hit from in close.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
LeVert against Van Vliet. Siakam outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Here's Anunoby. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
And the Pacers call time here. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
You know, this is why they go to LeVert, guys, because he's shown he can come through for his teammates.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean,
all the amazing talent that they kind of rope into these stories, what was it like working with other actors, and what was that experience like as a fan of them and also as a working actor yourself?
When I found out Michael K. Williams was like going to share most of the
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for GA.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, GA. Thanks. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Sadaransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Young is out there with Vucevic, and it's Williams at the 3. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. LeVert out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday, and at the 3, the small forward. And this time of year, Steve, is when we see a lot of players start to lose their edge. A lot of games in the rearview mirror, but the playoffs are still a ways off.
Well, Kevin, for the great teams, this is when you snap into more focus. This is the time of year to get into the postseason mode. Usually those teams and players that fall off, they're usually on losing teams.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Here's Vucevic. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Here's Levine. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
If history is any indicator, more often than not, Levine's going to take this shot. It's what he's built to do.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
Here's Young after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket, and Young kicks to Sadaransky. Here's Levine. Pacers with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
You know, it started off poor execution at the top of the list for me, and that typically leads to a low field goal percentage.
Wasted no time on that one. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Bounce pass LeVert. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Out to Turner. Shot clock at 3. No good that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Young finds Williams. Sabonis grabs the board. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Down low, Turner. Pass to LeVert. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Young. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Chicago. Levine with it. Brogdon picks him up.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Outside, Sabonis. Double team Sabonis. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. And Young slams it home.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Now here's Sabonis. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
It's Young on the wing. Back to Levine. 1:21 left in the first quarter of the game. Sadaransky, the pass to Levine. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And here is Brogdon. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Heat, that's for sure. Off the left rim and out.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Satoransky against Brogdon. Young, good. And that's now 6 points for Thaddeus Young.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis. Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Markkanen, he's checked in for Vucevic. Daniel Tice comes in for Thaddeus Young. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. McDermott passes to Turner. Stolen by Markkanen. The shot from 20 feet away. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Chicago up.
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
We've got Jeremy Lamb, Miles Turner out there with McDermott, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the 2-guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now here's Levine. The rebound by Turner. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Out to Lamb. Goes back up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Outside Levine.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
The pass to McDermott. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Another shot. And it's Tice laying it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pacers trail by 3. McConnell with it. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. McConnell kicks to Turner. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Turner with the steal.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
The Pacers making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. Holiday surveying the floor. Inside. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Sabonis. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Those could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Zach LaVine. And so it's Indiana with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Zach LaVine. He's really producing here second half of the season. Getting around 24 points per 4 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Goes up again. And it's Vucevic missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brogdon looking it over.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's White. And that one, good. And the Bulls lead by 3.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
On the wing, Holiday. Satoransky covering. From 13, Sabonis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Sabonis against Markkanen. Count the basket. Markkanen's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Back to Brogdon. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to a point with the bucket from Sabonis.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's Satoransky, and he converts the layup.
Good drive. For a big point guard, Satoransky has a surprisingly quick first step.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pacers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. McDermott passes to Sabonis, and the shot is good. Sabonis has got 8 here in the quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Outside, Markkanen. Here's Williams, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some... Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. When you think of the Bulls, Kenny, hard not to go back to 6 titles, even though the last one. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Domantas Sabonis.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Williams is out there with Young. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Satoransky kicks to Williams. And it's Vucevic missing.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Turner looking around. Outside to Brogdon. 4 on the clock. Back to Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic. Levine with it, picked up by Turner. And Levine with the slam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
The kick out to Holiday. Shoots the three. The shot, no good. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Brogdon. Chicago also making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Young. Aminu comes in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. And McConnell gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Vucevic kicks to Levine. And again, no good by Chicago. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. LeVert, and no good, trying to use the glass.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. White against Turner. Now McConnell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Aminu. In the corner, it's Levine. White inside. LeVert defending. White, good. White's got his second basket of the night. Indiana trailing here. Outside, Sabonis. Now the dish to Turner. Back to Sabonis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
4 on the shot clock. Here's McConnell, and he makes good on the layup. McConnell's got 4 points in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Tice. Levine against Holiday. Levine, good. 13 points for Zach Levine.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Here's McConnell. It's good. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now, here's Tice. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
McConnell passes to LeVert. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
White with it. He's covered by McConnell. He gets it in there.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday against Levine. Pass to McConnell. Tries from 10. Up again. And staying with the play, Sabonis. Sabonis has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. It's the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jeremy Lamb out there with Brogdon. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's McDermott in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Lamb against Satoransky. Outside, White. Satoransky against Lamb. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. A 2-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Nice shot by McDermott.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Shoots over White. No good from Lamb. The Bulls shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. 2 points. That one goes.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Williams comes with a double team. Tries it from 19. The offensive rebound. And Turner stays with it.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. To the inside. Shoots from the block. The rebound by Brogdon. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. He dishes it to Turner. Back to Brogdon. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 3 on 3. So it's the Pacers now. Left side, Turner. Out to Lamb. Shot clock at 6 to take the lead. Indiana needs to get a shot off. McDermott for 3. A shot off that time. Now the Bulls with it. It's White on the wing. Here's Satoransky, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 2.
At a pivotal moment in this game, I like that Satoransky wanted to take the shot.
Young with the steal. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Lamb. The Pacers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Lamb. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy to understand why they go to Turner here. They trust in his ability to come through.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. Karis LeVert comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for Satoransky. Sabonis with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. Here's Turner. Back to Sabonis. A miss that time would have put him up. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
There's Brogdon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Satoransky's checked in for White. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a two-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Ogden against Satoransky.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity. See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
Here's Turner. And no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And LaVine throws it down.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Indiana again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
A shot by Holiday, nobody around. Off target with his three. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
It's the NBA on 2. And how about we check the numbers for Zach LaVine?
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Bulls, Satoransky runs the point with LaVine at the 2. Young is out there with Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Chicago. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Now here's VanVleet. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Missed inside. Can't get it to fall. And it's the Raptors' ball. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
LaVine double team. Here's Satoransky. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's VanVleet. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Trent passes to Baines, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Satoransky. 9-point game his last outing. Williams against Anunoby. Raptors with the lead. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Trent. No good from outside. And so Young will bring it up for the Bulls. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's VanVleet after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Trent passes to Baines. It's stolen by Vucevic. Passes to Satoransky. Inside. Stolen by Van Vliet. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Vucevic. Daniel Tice comes in for Thaddeus Young. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And it's White in for Satoransky.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And so Levine nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
Watanabe passes to Bembry. Stolen by Levine. And Tice throws it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Bembry. And stolen by White. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
This guy has got an insane vertical. Levine, no doubt.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Bembry. White covering. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Levine wide open. No good on the triple. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Aminu in at the small forward. Good on the second free throw. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Hood. After Chicago picking up the basket just moments ago.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Levine against Hood. Levine can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Johnson from outside. Doesn't go for him. And it's Chicago the other way. White down low. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Boucher. The pass to Bembry, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And here's White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. The Bulls leading by 3. To the paint. Boucher with the steal. Williams with the steal. Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Van Vliet attacking. Here's Trent. Satoransky covering. Stolen by Markkanen. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Boucher finds Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got his first points in this one.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
And stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet looking around. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
The Bulls leading by 5. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Pass to Young. And here's White, covered by Van Vliet. White against Van Vliet. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. No good with the layup. Raptors trail by 5. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Back to Anunoby. Baines with it. Williams picks him up. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Baines. Siakam outside. Pass to Trent. Shoots over Satoransky. And the Raptors miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Pass to Anunoby from downtown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Williams passes to Vucevic. Here's White. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, Vucevic showing a willingness to work on the defensive end. That's nice.
And that's it for... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls... And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
And
going
Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Fast break, Toronto. Pushing it up. Finished off the break. VanVleet's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Vucevic. Daniel Tice comes in for Young. And it's Aminu in for Williams. Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. For 3, VanVleet, good on the triple. VanVleet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's White. Toronto grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's VanVleet. He's got 13, and they pick up 2. VanVleet's got 9 points now in just the 2nd half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Levine. It's blocked.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Shots good by Boucher. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And it's the Raptors' ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Throws it up high.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific 2nd half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Markkanen. Banked in off the glass. Markkanen's got his first points of the night.
Well, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Hood, the pass to Johnson.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Back to Levine. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Levine's got 12 points in the game.
Well, we know Zach LaVine has got tremendous athleticism, but he's also got tremendous basketball skill and putting it to work here.
Boucher kicks to Hood. VanVleet against White. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Johnson with the bounce pass. 3 on the clock. Here's Watanabe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So for the Bulls. Vucevic checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Young comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Williams in for Al-Farouq Aminu. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Great positioning on the putback.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Here's Bembry. 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the pass to Anunoby. From 8, here's Bembry. 5 to shoot. They get it back. Kicks it out to Siakam. They shoot again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Bembry. And the Raptors miss again. Outside Williams. In the corner, it's Levine. Leaps for it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Three quarters of play in a close game here. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Bill.
You should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Young, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the Raptors with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Bembry. Satoransky covering. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. Levine deciding where to go with it. Young passes to Levine. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. 19 points for Zach Levine.
Well, such a quick release. Zach Levine and a catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Stolen by Levine. Last break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Vucevic. Baines with the block. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Toronto trailing. Pass to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Levine after the Raptors pick up 2. Can't cash in from the high post. Pass to Anunoby. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Zach Levine.
Now, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Johnson in for Anunoby.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
And that one is off. Levine, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Van Vliet, here we go. again, Toronto no up.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Outside, Levine. The dish to Vucevic. Here's Trent. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Johnson's got the ball. Stolen by Satoransky. Van Vliet against Levine. He can't get it to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Trent. They grab their own miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Aminu. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. And Toronto also making the switch. Anunoby's checked in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass break. Here comes Chicago. The open shot. Levine. Vucevic dishes to Levine. Passes it to White. Back to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Vucevic throws it down.
Well, Vucevic has a great understanding of the pick-and-roll game, and his experience paying off there.
And Vliet with the bounce pass. And again, Toronto no up. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 15-4 run. Williams passes to Vucevic. Williams kicks to Levine. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the pass to Van Vliet. Now Boucher. And Vucevic pulls it down. 35 seconds left in the game. For 3, Levine. Again, Levine missing. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. 8-point game. He lobs it up, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Levine with it. Outside, White. Over in the corner, Williams. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris. Ontario. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. LeVert out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Then it's Brett VanVleet. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Right side Sabonis. Here's Toronto. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
And again, Toronto no up.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And here's LeVert. 14 points from him the last game against Miami.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Count that one from VanVleet. Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Brogdon kicks to LeVert. Fast break Toronto, and here they go. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Nice feed, just like his dad. Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
From deep three-point range, Pacers with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Brogdon against VanVleet. Turner with the steal. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Passes to LeVert. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's a tie ball game.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide open man there.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 6 points.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Outside Holiday. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Indiana also making some changes. McDermott comes in for Justin Holiday. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Karis LeVert. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Pacers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Holiday up top, covered by VanVleet. Brogdon outside. 5 to shoot. Inside. Sabonis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sabonis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
Count that one.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
It's Sabonis with the drive.
Perhaps catching the...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bembry the pass to Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And here are the Raptors now. And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Toronto.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
On the court for Indiana, Jeremy Lamb out there with McDermott. Then it's Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Here's Boucher. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Holiday. Great D that time from Hood.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points. They double-team Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boucher. The shot's good. Boucher's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Holiday. Out to Lamb. Back to Holiday. The 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 8. Pass to Bembry. Here's Watanabe. And there's the pass to Bembry. To the middle. Boucher. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And how about the bounce pass? They are being used to perfection.
Double team on Holiday. Out to the right wing. McDermott, no one around him. Here's Turner. The putback, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Bembry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hood drives in. There's the lob to the hoop. Boucher's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's McDermott, and it's good for 2. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Bembry the pass to Johnson. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. Good, can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 8. Holiday dishes to McDermott. No good off the back of the rim.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Watanabe passes to Bembry. Good on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Here's Boucher. Doesn't go that time. And Indiana will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Boucher passes to Watanabe. Back to Boucher. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers shooting their first free throws here for the night. First one falls for him. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. The Pacers also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for McDermott. Justin Holiday comes in for Lamb. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Baines against LeVert. That's tipped. Sabonis with the steal. And Turner kicks to LeVert. Second shot opportunity. Back to Turner. 3 seconds left. That shot no good. And so it's the Toronto.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. Well, the former Most Improved Award winner. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Trent in a 2-guard. Now LeVert. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Sabonis.
I love how Sabonis focuses in and maintains that concentration. Very good at taking on the aggressive defense.
Deflects the pass. Sabonis with the steal. Pass to LeVert. Back to Turner. Swiped it away. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Van Vliet's got 6.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
LeVert the pass to Sabonis. Over Siakam. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Toronto leading by 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
I mean, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Van Vliet passes to Baines, taken away by Holiday. Here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch 4. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Bembry's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. The Pacers also with a sub. McDermott's checked in for Miles Turner. It's good on the putback. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to McDermott. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. McDermott's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
Taken away by Holiday. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Holiday is running. Brogdon outside. Anunoby against Holiday. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
A chance now to see the numbers for LeVert. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Here's Boucher, and the layup falls. 8 points for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Holiday. Sinks that one from the post. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Trent passes to Boucher. Here's Trent. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Pacers 4th.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Bembry. The shot by Holiday, no good. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 8.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Holiday left side. Kicks to McDermott. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Van Vliet. And it goes down 2 points. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And taken away by Johnson. From deep. Misses there. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
Boy, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
Van Vliet passes to Boucher. Passes it to Trent. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Pacers trail by 6. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Holiday left side. To the inside. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Baines. Boucher with the ball. Defended by Sabonis.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
LeVert the pass to Turner. Over Johnson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And Brogdon comes over to help. Van Vliet kicks to Johnson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And the Raptors lead by 5.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Stanley Johnson. Shot clock at 2. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now here's Van Vliet. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Baines goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
LeVert the pass to Turner. And he banks in the layup.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Van Vliet against Brogdon. Siakam outside. That 3 off the mark. Pacers trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Back to Sabonis. Got a piece of it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Van Vliet looking around. The pass to Trent. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Clock at 4. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Stolen. Pass to Siakam. Lock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here's Brogdon.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
I guess even he has just one of those once in a while.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. 2 shots. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Now, here's McConnell, covered by Flynn, and McConnell gets it to go. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Stripped it away. Here's Sumner, covered by Van Vliet.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Sumner. No good. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Zach LaVine.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Satoransky runs the point with LaVine at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Young. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
Well, that's the specialty of LaVine's. I mean, if you're the defense, you got to know he's looking to dunk it home. Make a poster on him.
Brogdon inside the line. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. When you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult, the start or the end, or maybe somewhere in between?
I would say it's somewhere in between, because the physical toll, has felt most down the stretch. You get a time to refresh and renew and get back to it.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Brogdon against Satoransky. Great D that time from Vucevic. Young in the corner. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. From the line with the putback, and Turner stays with it.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's LaVine. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. I mean, able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Phoenix.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, the ball movement was lacking. And things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Turner. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. And it's Young finishing it off.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
but confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Sabonis. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
LaVine finds Vucevic. LaVine on the follow. LaVine's got 6.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That sends Karis LeVert to the free throw line. It's on Thaddeus Young. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Markkanen, he's checked in for Vucevic. Daniel Tice comes in for Thaddeus Young. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. Now here's LaVine. He has 6. Now here's White. Can't hit that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
And so here is Chicago following the score by Indiana. It's White on the wing. For 3, LaVine. No good. Shot missing. Pacers trail by 3. Holiday surveying the floor. It's LeVert on the wing. 14 points from him the last game against Miami.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Levine against Holiday. There's the triple. The rebound by Turner.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's deflected.
He's good at leaping up to block shots. I mean, Minu's vertical leap helps him big time in the defense.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. McDermott kicks to McConnell. Back to McDermott. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's McConnell. Pass to LeVert. Goes up from the top of the key. Aminu grabs the miss.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. He don't get many chances.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 1.
I've been moving through the city like a phantom in the
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Aminu, and it's Markkanen in at the 5 down low. Here's Markkanen, following the score by Miles Turner. Tice inside. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You can't leave empty points at the line. Those are gimmies, no excuses.
McDermott can't get it to go.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Markkanen passes to Levine, makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game, brings him up to 4 for 9.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
McConnell with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. To the paint, here's Turner, and the layup's good off the glass. Turner's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Levine, here we go, and the shot goes in.
And shots like this one, it gets Levine going. I mean, he loves showing off that big boy muscle on these contact finishes.
Now here's Turner. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Now here's Levine, following the miss by Miles Turner. Holiday against Levine, and Markkanen throws it down.
Because he's so dangerous, the D is often drawn to Levine. I mean, it opens up some wide passing.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Chicago leading by 3. Levine kicks to Aminu. Back to Levine. Pass to Aminu. Over in the corner, White. No good that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 3. On the wing, Lamb. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Turner. Passes it to McDermott. Here's Lamb. No good. That would have tied it. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for this team. Lamb shouldn't have any lingering effects coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court, and he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
White finds Levine. fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Young comes in for Daniel Tice. Williams, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
There's a minute left in the first half of basketball.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Finish off the break. Levine's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Sabonis has got his first 2 points.
Getting inside, Sabonis finishes strong. You can see how comfortable he is shooting at that range. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pacers trail by 12. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Levine against LeVert. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Brogdon's got 5.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooting.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He was on the fringes in their last. And that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. LeVert out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the small forward position.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
I like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. LaVine can't hit. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And this is too easy for Holiday. When he sees a lane open, wild shot.
Over to the wing. Here's Satoransky. And again, Chicago, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Good on the shot.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
Chicago leading by 7. Satoransky looking around. On the wing, Levine. Back to Satoransky. Outside, Levine. And he uses the glass on the layup. Levine's got 21.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
LeVert against Levine, and it's LeVert missing.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Levine can't hit.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
It's a bonus with the drive. Outside to Brogdon. Off target from outside. Bulls have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. On the wing, Williams. Here's Sadaran.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Poke loose. Turner with the steal. And Turner throws it down.
And with Turner's addition of a three-point shot, it's opened things up for himself, putting the ball on the deck.
Young in the corner. And Satoransky kicks to Levine. The pass to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Sabonis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Levine passes to Young. Jacks up a 3. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got the lead up to 14 now for Chicago.
The accuracy on Satoransky's three-point shot is terrific. I mean, he totally honed in on his mechanics.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Satoransky. Pass to Levine. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Young. Passes it to Vucevic. Taken away by Holiday. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brogdon. Out to Turner. Back to Brogdon. Indiana moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
There's the pass to Tice. Back to White. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, that's some moxie to White's game. I mean, he just exudes some of that it factor.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What an... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Daniel Tice out there with Markkanen. Then it's White. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Satoransky in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Markkanen. Satoransky, the pass to White. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The kick out to Holiday. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now Satoransky. Pass to Aminu. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. But they'll get another chance. Pacers trail by 19. Inside. That's good from Holiday on the assist by McConnell.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Satoransky against Holiday. And Indiana shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's White. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
There's a certain level of fearlessness we see from White, not fazed by that contact on the shot.
To the inside, stolen by Satoransky. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Tice. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Holiday.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Shoots over Satoransky, and the shot falls short this time. The Bulls leading by 19. Down low, Tice, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
It's LeVert on the wing over Williams. Rebound by Williams.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
And Young kicks to Williams. White the pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Tice throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. They get it back. Sabonis with the bucket.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
The Bulls leading by 20. To the middle, here's Tice, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zach LaVine.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Back to White. Passes it to LaVine. And here's Tice. Turner with the steal. Here's LeVert. He kicks to Turner. Back to LeVert. Stolen by LaVine. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to Tice. LaVine against LeVert. Now here's LaVine. T right on him and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And you can't make many mistakes when guarding Brogdon, or he'll unleash his size and strength
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge,